It's been said many times that if the millions of gun owners, even if 1% of the 100 million gun owners stood up and started fighting the government, that we would defeat these criminals overnight. That's over 1 million combatants who are lone wolf, asymmetrical, impossible to defeat. There's no way an armed population can be brought into tyranny unless it's done through incremental corruption. And that's why the system wants to have an armed confrontation now, early on, before everybody's awoken, while they still have a chance to win it. We need to peacefully take our republic back and understand that shooting and killing people is not the way to go. Because, again, we're not dealing with a Ceausescu or a Hitler. We're dealing with an entirely corrupt system that is going to have to be taken back house by house, city by city, county by county, state by state, nation by nation. And it's that eternal struggle against good and evil. But to the opportunistic sickos who are using these deaths and hyping these deaths as a pretext to attack the very heart of the First Amendment. They're openly calling for restrictions on free speech now, and to openly attack being able to own more than 10 rounds of ammo. I mean, just amazing draconian tyrannies being announced. This is only serving as a wake-up call. This isn't 15 years ago where the feds could blow up Oklahoma City and use it, you know, to get everybody to feel sorry for them and to demonize liberty. This isn't, 17 years ago when you guys staged the situation at Waco where you could, quote, demonize a cult. We're not playing in the same ball game. And you guys are still using the same old tricks. You think we're so dumb, you openly talk about staging stuff like we don't see it. People are waking up and are wise to what you're doing, and you need to get on the right side of history. And for the average, middle-of-the-road liberal, this is all meant to get conservatives and liberals fighting with each other, and so that the left-right paradigm continues on. The system knows that we're awakening and coming together, and they're very scared of that. So if they can get liberals and conservatives blaming each other for who's to blame for this obvious paranoid schizophrenic, they've won. We need to come together and decry senseless acts of violence, but stand for the Bill of Rights and Constitution that so many have fought for. And remember that you have a better chance of being struck by lightning than being killed by a mass shooter. You have a better chance of being killed by a bee sting than being killed by a terrorist. And that this is the media playing this up and hyping it and trying to use this little girl as a martyr against the First and Second Amendment, which are literally holy components of our basic canon that is the Bill of Rights. I hope you'll spread this video to everyone you know. We must defend the Republic from enemies foreign and domestic. We must defend them in the info war because the pen is mightier than the sword. And that is my video announcement to the gun grabbers that they will fail. The victim disarmament crowd, understand this, and may the message be clear to you. You will fail in your quest to disarm us. You will fail in your quest to defeat the First Amendment and free speech. Everyone is going to redouble their efforts. And as you try to create internet IDs, as you try to tax the web, as you try to restrict free speech, as you turn loose the giant cybersecurity, domestic spy corps to go out and stir up trouble and infiltrate groups and provocateur, you're only revealing to everyone what you really are. All right, let's go ahead and talk to JB in California. JB, thanks for holding.
Hey, Alex. It's really good to talk to you. I really love your show.
Thank you. Good to talk to you.
Listen, I'm trying to bring some free speech to bear on some other children's deaths, and I hope you'll get your listeners to pay attention to this because there's an over-the-counter medication that almost killed my child, has killed others. We've proved all this in court. And when you said today earlier that they have to put the side effects on the label, I wish that was true because what they said about the medicine she took was it was safe and effective. She ended up blind and nearly dead. I've got a YouTube video out there. It's J for Sabrina, and it tells about her and others. There's 60 other lawsuits, and this medication will kill your kid. And they won't die in a nice way. They won't just die suddenly. They will die slowly in a lot of pain. So I'm hoping your free speech will help save some children. I mean, you're one of the few people out there who's even able to get this out.
Well, I mean, they do put a lot of the side effects on the over-the-counter and the behind-the-counter prescription drugs.
Not really.
I'm saying certainly there's a lot that we don't know about, and that That's my point, that hundreds of thousands die a year from bad drug interactions, and the system isn't weeping and wailing and gnashing their teeth about that. But then, 6 people die and they act like it's the end of the world.
If they were telling the truth and showing you how some of these little children are dying, like I said, go to J4 Sabrina on YouTube and you will see these children are dying horrible deaths. And not only that, but even if it's not listed on the label and even if they've committed fraud, these pharmaceutical companies are not being held responsible. We took them to court, we proved that they did it, and they were judged guilty but not liable. Do you believe
I
that?
totally agree with you. I mean, it's like Prozac, which all these other major serotonin reuptake inhibitors are based on. They admitted in 1981 in their trials, massive increase in suicide, massive increase in psychotic behavior. It puts you into a dream state. It's very similar to LSD. You just don't normally see visual hallucinations. And it's very toxic to the brain. And they knew that. And it took us until 5 years ago to just get that on the insert that it does do that. They knew that all along. And that's what's so dangerous about the flu shots, all of this stuff. People are not being told how deadly Big Pharma is. But Big Pharma will, a lot of their ads are having trouble when needing to urinate. Take this. May cause heart attacks, may cause sudden death, may cause this and that. I mean, it's crazy. You hear even what they admit, and then to know that they're only mentioning a tiny fraction of what's on the actual drug insert, and you're saying, even more. I'll definitely check into that, okay?
Please, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean that's why I get blown away. But then, a little girl gets killed. Little girls are getting killed in Iraq every day. They don't hype that up. It's how they pick what they want to hype, how they were ready to hype it. It's the judge they killed. I mean, it's very suspicious. I believe this was an inside job. The way they're not releasing the video yet, the way they're holding on to his writings, the devil worship, the black outfits, it all fits into a programming template. Harrison Klebold had it.
If you own a septic system or if you're facing costly septic system replacement, this message is for you. When you want to stop paying for pump outs and avoid backups, when you've had enough of the foul odors and costly repairs, use BioSafe One Septic Solution. Now there's an easy-to-use 100% guaranteed answer to all your septic system problems. BioSafe One Septic Solution. BioSafe One is patented and made specifically for all septic systems and made by the same team of scientists who helped clean up the Exxon Valdez oil spill. BioSafe One decontaminates and removes sludge, stops costly pump outs and repairs, and removes septic system stench, all with a 100% success rate. See what gives BioSafe One Septic Solution the advantage over any other septic product at biosafeone.com. That's BIOSAFEONE.com. biosafeone.com. Or call toll free 1-866-424-6663. That's 1-866-424-6663. BioSafe One, the guaranteed bio-friendly, money-saving way to clean your septic system.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
Not all protein supplements are created equal. One World Whey is the first cold temperature processed, 100% all natural, unrefined, bioactive, grass pasture raised milk whey protein. Far from being another ordinary protein supplement, One World Whey is a full spectrum nutrition power food in and of itself, providing overall life building benefits that touch virtually every human's life that other protein supplements don't deliver on. What are the benefits? Boosts the immune system, anti-aging properties, helps detoxification, helps reduce body fat, excellent for building lean muscle, increases energy levels, enhances the feelings of youth, sports performance, exercise recovery. Who's it for? Busy people, hardworking executives, students, teachers, active seniors, people recovering from illness, office workers, construction workers, and high-performance athletes. Call 888-988-3325 or visit oneworldway.com. That's oneworld, WHEY.com.
No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now.
All right, it's our final segment, and again, our hopes and prayers go out to Representative Gabrielle Giffords, to the family of the little green girl who was killed. And as for this demonic creature, Jared Loughner, something stinks to high heaven in this entire Giffords fiasco, and the way the media was just ready, and the way they're now blaming Ayn Rand, the way they're now blaming the Pauls, the way they're now blaming yours truly. We're out of time. I didn't get to the video clip of her the day before she got shot on Fox saying get past the left-right paradigm, but it is up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. I didn't get to the Democracy Now!, but we'll play that tomorrow where they go after myself and Ron Paul. Just incredible political opportunist. Meanwhile, Fox News is blaming it on conspiracy theorists. That's anyone that doesn't buy hook, line, and sinker whatever the media and the government are spewing at the population. We've also got some other bizarre activity. You know, a week and a half ago, one of the top former aides to George Herbert Walker Bush and George W. Bush, the head of so many powerful organizations, major corporate boards, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, he was seen running around drugged out of his mind. Then we had him being found dead in the landfill. Well, now we have ex-congressional aide found dead in burning car. That's out of Politico. A veteran congressional aide who had worked most recently as a lobbyist and was married to a White House Legislative Affairs senior official was found dead in a car Monday behind the couple's Capitol Hill home following a low-speed car crash and subsequent fire. It's one of the CIA's favorite ways to kill you. Other governments do. They smash into you. They put you in the car. You're already knocked out. They smash the car, set it on fire. It's one of their favorite ways to do it. Very, very suspicious how many deaths are happening and what's going on. We did several key search terms today, and those should become #1. We did that last week, and you made all three of the terms, respectively, #1, #2, and #3, very effective. And they kind of shut down the whole Maryland bombing fear-mongering. I think that was part of it. But we've got 2 different search terms today. Please research them now to make sure they continue to be #1. Liberal smear machine is the #1 search, those 3 words into Google and Yahoo. Liberal smear machine. And what was the second term I was going to use? It was gunman left-winger. Gunman left-winger was the second search term. See how they like that. Because they're really trying to cover this up right now. And again, he was obviously under mind control or complete paranoid schizophrenic. But if you have to look at the spectrum of 20 things or so he was into, 15 of them would be called liberal. And, you know, Communist Manifesto and dressing up like a woman and, you know, voodoo and Santeria and just all of this chicanery. And we've got the article, Liberal Smear Machine Backfires After Gunman Found to Be a Cultist, Pot-Smoking Left-Winger. We have the other incredible article that needs to get out there to everybody to expose how evil these people are. Leftists attack parents of murdered 9-year-old. Unprecedented. That's at PrisonPlanet.com. And we've got lots of reports by Kurt Nimmo and Paul Watson coming out. The report I haven't seen anybody do yet is all the environmental messages of killing children and how great it is. I mean, the left's freaked out about this 9-year-old being dead. Well, the big environmental groups, government funded, are putting out stuff showing 9-year-olds being murdered, being blown up by their teachers, and it's supposedly a beautiful thing, teaching us how we should hate ourselves. So we're going to get that out as well. See you back live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central. A great job to the crew. Retransmission starts now. Infowars.com. Stay with us.
On air, online, and
sorry to the callers. Get back to you tomorrow.
We are
but we got to a lot of you.
GCN Radio Network.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a